Hello there, Gemini. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly tarot video for the week of August 10th through the 16th. I want to say up front, thank you all for watching, for sharing, for liking, for subscribing. Your support really helps me, and I do appreciate that so much. So let's just get started. I am using the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg. And what I have showing up for Monday for you Geminis is the Two of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse just means that on Monday you have some kind of decision that you're procrastinating on. You don't want to make this decision. What I'm feeling like, you Geminis don't have enough information to feel really good making this decision. Like you can make a good, well thought out, well grounded decision with whatever the situation is on Monday, and you're kind of waiting for more information to come in. Here's the issue. More information is not going to be coming in. You're going to have to kind of use a little bit of your intuition along with your logic here to make this decision as fairly as you possibly can. Now, how would this manifest? This could manifest very easily in the home. Parents with children have to make these kind of decisions all the time. It's always a he said, she said. And you got to figure out whose said can you trust? Can you trust either of their saids? So that's one way that this can manifest, but of course there's all kinds of different ways. I mean, this can come up with adults just as easily as children. So just a decision that you're procrastinating on. You want to make it as fairly as possible. You would like to have some more information so that you know you're making a fair decision. That information is not going to be forthcoming. You're going to have to, in the end, rely on your own intuition. Okay, Tuesday, Gemini. Nine of Swords in reverse. I like this card when it's in reverse. It's talking about the end of a rough time, really. So when the Nine of Swords comes up right side up, it comes up as a situation that has you worried or concerned, and so much so that it's really hard for you to focus on what's going on in everyday life around you. Okay? So that's what has been going on up until Tuesday. Now on Tuesday, when you get the Nine of Swords reversed, what's going on is you are having some kind of shift in energy with the situation. So either what's going on is something about the situation has changed so that it does not worry you anymore, or you have done some healing on yourself, either spiritually or emotionally or mentally. And so as you have done this healing, now whatever's going on is not bothering you so much. So that's a really good thing when this card comes up, because it really talks about whatever's been distracting you so much that you can't do your everyday functions the way you normally would. That is now shifting off into the past. Now you're able to focus on your everyday things. Now Wednesday, Gemini, what we have showing up is we have the King of Coins in reverse. Shake you down, that's what I'm hearing. Somebody's going to try to shake you down on Wednesday. Now shake you down, for those of you who watch and who don't understand American slang, that just means that somebody's going to try to take your money for something that's just a scam. Or they're going to try to take your money for something that just isn't worth anywhere near what they're charging for it. So somebody is just trying to get you to give them money out of your pocket to them for something that's just not worth it. So just keep your eyes open on Wednesday. And then, okay, I got to go back to Wednesday because I keep getting messages. For some of you Geminis, this is going to be family members that are trying to shake you down. So be aware if somebody comes to you and asks you for help. This is a situation that not all the information is being presented to you. There's going to be things going on underneath the surface. What you're being told the money is going to be used for is only partially true. Some of it, and actually in some cases it's not true at all, but in some cases that money will somewhat be used for what is told to you, but the majority, more than half of it, is actually going to go for something else. So just be aware if somebody comes to you and asks you for money, that this is probably not the best situation to give into. Alright, so now I can move on to Thursday. So Thursday we have the King of Clubs in reverse, Gemini. The King of Clubs in reverse is talking about somebody that you're going to be interacting with on Thursday. So you've got a King of Clubs in reverse. What this is somebody who's normally very good at problem solving, partly because they think outside the box all the time. This person's very creative. This is someone who may have designed their own work. Like there might not have been a job like theirs ever before, but they found a need and they just started filling it. So this is somebody who really is extremely, extremely intelligent, also fun-loving, very fun-loving. This is a little bit of a more mature person, so they're not going to be making a whole lot of jokes at somebody else's expense usually, unless they're in a really foul mood. But whenever you're interacting with them on Thursday, what's going on with them is they have some kind of problem they're having a little bit of a dilemma with. What I'm hearing is that for the majority of them, it's going to be a love problem. And they're going to be coming to you for your perspective or your advice, your input on Thursday. Yeah, they're just feeling very lost, and so they're just looking for any input that they think might be somewhat reasonable at all. Okay, so that's Thursday. And then Friday, what we have coming up is we have the Four of Clubs in reverse. Four of Clubs in reverse is talking about somebody leaving the nest. And so this can be a breakup. This can be a breakup. This is typically a temporary breakup. This is usually not long-term. So, but this can also be somebody moving out of mom and dad's house, somebody moving from one location to another location. This can be somebody transferring from one branch to another branch at a workplace. This can be somebody going off to a military tour of duty. This can be somebody leaving for vacation. Bottom line is on Friday, you just have somebody leaving the nest in your normal sphere of people. So this could be a family somebody, or a work somebody, or a friend somebody. Okay? And it's going to be manifesting a bunch of different ways for all of you Geminis, so I'm not going to narrow it down because it's not something I can narrow down for you. Now, not in a general reading. I could in a private reading, of course. All right, so Saturday, what we have showing up is the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is just telling me that things are going very well in a relationship. As a matter of fact, I feel like this, for those of you that this applied as a romantic relationship where we had the leaving the nest and it was a temporary split up, I feel like you're already back together the next day. You've like talked things out and realized, you know what, we're just being silly. We know we want to be together. And so the next day you're back together. And then Sunday, what you have coming up is you have the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords really tells me that there's kind of some chaos going around. There's a lot of chaotic ideas, and it feels to me like on Sunday you're feeling pretty confused. It doesn't feel to me like there's chaos around you so much as there's chaos inside of you, Gemini. Like there's something going on that you're just trying to figure out, and you don't know how to. You're having a hard time wrapping your brain around what is the logical way that this is. What is really going on here? What are the facts here? How do I feel about this situation? What do I want to do in this situation? You have a lot of confusion about a particular situation and how to handle it. This is something that, you know, you really need to get some clarity on so that you can understand and move forward with it. But I feel like Sunday, it's really giving you a lot of trouble. You're really just like thinking things over and just trying to get it figured out. And it feels to me like, Gemini's, like you're thinking in circles. Like, you know, you start off thinking one way, and then you kind of gradually come around to, well, but, yeah. And then you end up completely the opposite. And then you're going, yeah, but what if, and what if, and what if, and what if, and then you're back around to where you started. And you just kind of have these circles going all day. You don't really have any way to, you don't have enough information to really land somewhere where you would like to land on this situation. And I gotta tell you, Geminis, this is the perfect situation to get a reading on. When you're that confused, you need some clarity, you need some spirit perspective. So I'm expecting to hear from a lot of you Geminis on Sunday. All right, so that is your week. For those of you who would like to schedule a private session with me, feel free to check out my website. I'm at amista.info, AMISTA.info. www.info. Once you're there and you've looked around a little bit, if you still feel like I am the best reader for you, feel free to contact me, and what we'll do is we will schedule a session for you as quickly as possible. Right now my wait list actually is not that long, so I should be able to help you the day you contact me or the next day. So this is a really good time to come in and get a reading quickly if you want to do that. So thank you so much, everybody. Have a fantastic week. I'll see you all back here next week. Peace out.